Welcome back, guys, to Cinepoly Reviews. And today we're gonna talk about a sports biopic film, one of 100 of Sydney Sweeney's movies this year. Let's do this. Christy. It is, yes, the new Sydney Sweeney film, a biopic of the actual Christy Martin, who was the very first female boxer that went global and just defeated all her opponents. Her raw determination just led her to just successful trophies and awards of being the first female boxer that can succeed in just boxing in general. It is directed by David Michôd. Now, I'm not too familiar with David, mostly because I haven't seen his films. Seeing this film and how it was captured, I gotta say, I actually do like how he does his films. Now, I gotta say this, usually with these biopics, doesn't matter if it's like musical artists, doesn't matter if it's sports or whatever historical figure it is, the actors that play these real life people do an amazing job and usually win an Oscar for it. Doesn't matter if it's for best performance or best supporting actor, but overall biopics usually do good. So I was very surprised that Sydney Sweeney was gonna portray Christy Martin in all this. Sydney Sweeney has had some controversy obviously with the whole genes and how the genes or my genes, that controversial thing that happened this year. And not only that, but Sydney Sweeney is now one of those actors that you can say, wow, that is one perfect Oscar performance. And she has basically played just the same character for every movie, which is a mother, which is a wife. I'm not trying to be sexist about it, but that's who she has played. All the characters she has played has been mothers or wives. That's all that is. Nothing like action, nothing of the sort of horror. Like obviously she has played in a horror film. We all know the horror film that she played in, but she was pregnant with the devil's child. Now, that being said, of course, she really turned up the performance on this, playing Christy Martin. Because listen, Christy Martin in real life, not only was she an amazing boxer, the first female amazing boxer, but she went through a whole lot relationship-wise, domestic abuse-wise. Now, obviously, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but the way that she played this outside of the ring, I gotta say, maybe there's an Oscar talk, but that's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so the summary of this film is a pretty lengthy one. So, Christy, it is about. Christy Martin never imagined life beyond her small town roots in West Virginia until she discovered a knack for punching people. Fueled by grit and raw determination and an unshakable desire to win, she discharges into the world of boxing under the guidance of her trainer and manager turned husband, Jim. Flaunting a fiery persona in the ring, her toughest battles start to unfold outside of it, as she continues family, identity, and a relationship that just might become life or death. I want to start off with the positives, which is Sydney Sweeney herself. She portrayed the actual life Christy Martin very top-notch. Christy Martin is a woman that went through a whole lot in her life, especially since she was also gay. A lot of people wanted her to hide that because they just didn't want that to be open when she was becoming successful. They wanted her just to date these men, in fact, be married to one of them, which obviously led to a whole domestic abuse stuff. Outside of the ring, boy, the emotions, the facial expressions, and just the performance of Sydney Sweeney portraying a woman that's being abused by this man who is played by Ben Foster. I gotta say this, there was moments in this film where not just me, but a lot of people that I went to go see this film, they were like, oh my god, Ben Foster was just a hateable person. And seeing Sweeney, you felt for her. You felt for her portraying Christy Martin, going through all this stuff, identity crisis, getting abused by her husband, and just family dynamics with her mom just saying, hey, listen, I don't want you to be with this female, talking to this female because people are talking about it and I don't like that in my family. So she had to just battle every single little thing in her life, and Sydney Sweeney portrays that amazing, where Sydney Sweeney can just be open and say, listen, I'm not just a woman that can play a wife, I'm not just a woman that can play a pregnant woman, a mother, whatever the case is. I can play this domestic abuse survivalist, this woman of just determination, woman empowerment. That's what this movie was, and I felt that and I enjoyed it. The other thing that I loved about this is Ben Foster's character. Listen, Ben Foster is a very, well, I would say a handsome dude, right? I mean, this is Ben Foster just being Ben Foster. But when he played Jim, the husband of Christy Martin, he was unrecognizable. I didn't know who he was, honestly, until I actually looked at the actors and said, wait a minute, that's Ben Foster? Yes, a little bit cartoonish in a way sometimes, but most of the time, he was just evil. He was hateable, and listen, if that's what he was going for, he was successful at it, because a lot of people did not like him. Yes, there was scenes where it was hard to watch, and yes, where I didn't laugh as much. There wasn't really much to laugh at, and you know, the only thing that I was like kind of giggled at was, you know, Don King when he was introduced, because he was like hilarious and didn't really pay mind to Jim and just wanted Christy Martin to succeed. That was absolutely amazing. Now, I do have to say this. What I didn't quite enjoy is, obviously, this goes through a lot of period times, right? And there were moments where it was 5 years later or 3 years later where Christy Martin didn't really change, like she didn't get older. I don't know, like when you see these biopics, you imagine, okay, maybe the actor should look a little bit older, a little bit wiser in a way, but Ben Foster looked the same, his character, even though it was like 10 years later. And same thing with Sydney Sweeney. All the things that changed for her was her hair. She went through a lot of hair changes, but nothing like she went to like the fountain of youth and just kept the same face and whatnot, which to me I was like, okay, why is she not getting older? You don't even know what period it is until it actually shows you in the movie, like, okay, it's 1999, it's 2006, it's this and that. And you're like, oh, okay. So her hair changed. Okay, it's longer, it's a little shorter now. Alright, so with that being said, guys, let's do this. Christy, do I recommend it? Honestly, yes, I recommend it to a lot of people. This is a very powerful movie of woman empowerment, of just surviving a relationship, and it's just absolutely touching and emotional to watch, especially towards the ending part, because that's where it really kicks off. There's obviously moments in between where you do feel, oh my god, you know, I don't really like what this person's doing to Christy. And then there's the moment where she is surviving, and then you yourself are just amazed of what actually happened in real life, because it portrays so perfectly on the screen. Also, I do like the touch of having a cameo of the actual Christy Martin in the actual film. I'm not gonna say where, but I did like that. Score-wise, I would have to give this a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I didn't think the actual movie was Oscar worthy, but hey, Ben Foster and Sydney Sweeney, I would say maybe it could have some nominations, maybe, hopefully, because Sydney Sweeney did her part, Ben Foster did her part as well. And there was also Katie as well, who played, obviously, a fighter as well, and I think that she was also amazing as well. I would say I like this film. So, what did you guys think of Christy? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What is your favorite female biopic film? Put your opinions in the comments down below. Guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, I have been Polly. It's been Cinepoly Reviews. That is all, guys.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a treat for you.